Ichi Nissan. I'm not kidding either. You can't put me like this. I can't. I give you every chance. I'm like telling Tony, you need PWT on. I watch all these pay-per-views. You're in Gorilla. Tony Khan needs PWT on in his headset. Well, and I'll call it, dude. I'll tell you what to do. Jesus Christ. Okay, so everyone all together. Ichi Nissan. Duh. I'm not joking. I can't. I'm not gonna like you know, because it's time for AEW news. I'll get burnt out. There's 7 more matches. I'll get burnt out. I can't. I'm not even going to humor this. I don't even care what happens now. So Tony Khan was asked if there will be more than one blood and guts match this year. Tony said he does think they are building towards men and women settling their issues in blood and guts. That is something AEW could aspire to do. I actually give Tony Khan credit if because he didn't say yes, but if they are going to do, instead of Dynamite, let's say they go Blood and Guts is the name of a pay-per-view every year, and they do a men and a women's. Copy in WWE, bro. We know why you're doing it. But at the same time, I give Tony Khan credit if he is sort of beating around the bush so he doesn't have to say yes, because he's only going to do it like when the women need one, the women get one. When the men need one, the men get one. I think that's the approach. I think that's the way to do it. So I'll give him credit if he's just not answering that question entirely directly. He's sort of dip, dive, ducking, and dodging. If that's the reason why, I'll give him his due for that. But every time I say something like that, it gets thrown in my face. So Dynamite on October 29 in Edinburgh, Texas is set up for 3,596, has sold 1,500 tickets. God damn. Mercedes Mone is now officially the longest reigning TBS champion of all time, 509 days for 10 belts Mone, and she usurped Jade Cargill. Which congrats to her. You know, she might lose it tonight, like it's title for title. You couldn't. Last time everyone's like, she's for sure losing it. Toni Storm ended up winning the world title off her, or she's for sure winning the title from Storm is what I meant to say. Toni Storm ended up winning the title. Now, this time they're saying she's not losing it. Like she lost the last one. We all said she wasn't losing, you know? So Switchblade Jay White tweeted out, ready? And then I think Fightful followed up with a report and they go, let's listen to this. What did they say about Jay White? So Fightful Select reports most people around Jay White still expect him to be out for a while. Well, of course, most people around. First off, who's most people around him? Like his mom, his girlfriend? What are we talking about here? That's the first thing. The second thing, yeah, they would say that if they cared about him, even if he did tweet out ready. You don't want to blow up his spot. And the sheets are obvious. They're going to tell you some because they don't want you blowing up his spot. And as I'm talking, Jay White's actually trending right now. And so let me see for what. So posting a pic of Jay White every day. A lot of people are just posting Jay White stuff. They're just really fantasy mark booking that Jay White comes back at the end of WrestleDream. I hope he does come back. And they're still doing false finishes in this terrible Bucks Jack Perry match that was really good until about 10 minutes ago when they went too long. Moving along here in the news. So Shannon Moore made his Ring of Honor debut this week against Blake Christian. Shout out Shannon Moore. I didn't know he was still wrestling. He looks pretty good, but you guys remember Shannon Moore? The Hardys brought him up. He's one of their guys from their backyard fed. And Shannon Moore was in like Matt Hardy version 1 faction. He wrestled in TNA. He wrestled all over the place.
20-minute time limit. Introducing first, wrestler out of Cameron, North Carolina. Weighing 207 pounds, Shannon Moore.
Shannon Moore, 30 years in the making. Caprice, I'm going to turn this over to you. 30 years in the.
So good for him, 30 years. Jurassic Express get the win. I think I'm on a bit of a delay compared to some people in chat there. So AEW has reportedly discussed opening a training facility earlier this year, but decided to scrap the plans due to the expected cost for an expanded facility. Well, what? Here's the sickos. Why do they need a PC? A PC doesn't PC. Really? They're trying to make one. I thought
poor people don't like AEW.
Hey, Dave, I thought...
oh my God, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I thought, oh, well, you know, the money's rolling in. Hand over fist, 3.6 million times 30%, Brian. I thought that's what it was, Dave.
Dummy. Yeah.
See, when he says shit like this, it makes them look awfully stupid, so they can't afford to do this. I thought it was, well, Tony Khan's got infinite money, Brian. They decided to scrap the plans due to the cost for an expanded facility. It's been revealed that the company does have a building with a ring that is available for talent to train, but who's there? But there had been talks to expand this in a bigger location. Gee, I fucking wonder why, buddies. So again, so Phil Marks is right again. Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson just lost their match against Jurassic Express here at WrestleDream. But Matt Jackson said the Young Bucks are playing it by ear when it comes to if being the Elite is fully back. Looking at those views, I doubt it. We are playing it by ear. We've been careful not to publicly say it's back officially or even call what we've aired as episodes. We don't even call those episodes, bud. We're referring to it all as BTE content. It's getting a positive reaction for sure. We don't want to overpromise, but we're definitely having a lot of fun with it. Imagine that's what Justin Barrasso at. Hey, BTE. So the Young Bucks talked about wanting to help the indie scene. So we heard that they're looking and investing into a fucking facility and they have a ring somewhere in a fucking warehouse. And the Young Bucks say that they refer to purchasing PWG as a pipe dream. And they say the PWG thing is definitely a pipe dream. I would love to have further discussions about it. Nick and I have always talked about doing some independent or something once our career wraps up with mainstream wrestling like AEW. So like, oh yeah, when we're done with mainstream wrestling, we're gonna fucking start PWG up back again and train wrestlers to fucking, it'll be like our NXT. Imagine they just did this on Tony Khan's dime, dude. They just did this whole fucking like knockoff B version of what they wanted to do in WWE that let's face it, like they all just, even Tony Khan, he wishes he was doing what he's doing now, but in WWE. That's all it is. But it seems Kenny Omega came out to help the Bucks, and it seems as though we're getting the Elite back together, and I think them all as baby faces as like the face of their company is the way to go. Like, get back to your originals, build around them. But Nick said, I think it would be good for the independent scene, especially in Southern California. Yeah, SoCal is kind of dried up as of late, and usually that's like a hotbed. So I feel like with our influence, we could help the indie scene around there. I would love to do something like that. I've always talked about doing something like that. Who knows when, but it's a pipe dream. Well, fuck, hopefully if AEW's attached to it, who knows if that's going to end up working out for you. But yeah, they want to help the indie scene. I just worry about like the Bucks training people the wrong way. I'm watching Tough Enough on Patreon, and you see throughout the season, like, being trained the right way is so fucking important. And I just don't know if the Bucks are the guys I trust at that. If you had told me this prior to AEW, I would have had their backs like I did when they created AEW. But now, 6 years deep, it's like, I don't know, man. So on last night's Dynamite and Collision show, Roosh was injured getting into the ring. He tripped and landed on his arm, dislocating his elbow. He popped his elbow back into place and completed the match. Roosh is a fucking savage. I fucking love Roosh. El Toro Blanco. I stan him. And yeah, again, another guy I'd love to see in the Fed one day. And I don't know if that'll ever happen. But he fucking dislocated his elbow getting in the ring. And then he just popped it in and did the damn match. No complaints from him. Good shit, pal. He didn't even need to do that, but he did. And I want to see him get pushed more. I would like to see him as an individual get pushed even more than like, oh, LFI's back with Sammy Guevara. I want to see Roosh beat the shit, the dog piss out of Sammy Guevara is what I want to see, but I hope Rush has a speedy recovery there. So TNT Sports coverage of the MLB NLDS delivered big audience increases and its most watched. So they drop the numbers, okay? TNT and TBS drop numbers for shit when they're good. They're just not good. Oh, well, they don't show numbers for everything. Yeah, they don't. Most shit on TV isn't super successful and good and flauntable. It's just there, okay? And they're trying to fill time for ad space and shit, especially today with the cord cutting. Most TV shows aren't really successful, okay? If they're not good, they don't show them. That's the answer to the question. And I'm tired of talking about this shit. I got to be honest. So WrestleDream here that we're watching, we'll circle back to that because the Bucks said they found their love of the game again in 2025. And they're really excited to wrestle Luchasaurus and Jack Perry. Oh, we found our love again. It's like Darby was saying that. Oh, I was out of love. And now now it's like I didn't feel anything. 81,000 people, man. I was like,
emotional damage.
Right? And so the Bucks are like, we got the feeling back, man. And Jack Perry and them won $500,000 allegedly. And we got reasons why the training facility fell through. And Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, Beth Phoenix, and Adam Copeland, a stacked team of veterans, were expected to help refine and develop the next generation. The internal rumor was that the cost associated with it was what killed the plan. So they're not making money. Oh, they're making $3 billion every week. They're not making that money. You mean to tell me 3.6 million couldn't get them a place like Trax? Like if you guys watch the Tough Enough season 1, it's like WWF Trax, like just a fucking warehouse where they store some shit and they get some top guys to come in and fucking train. You mean 3 million couldn't cover that for a year? I thought they're making that a week. Or does the roster really cost over $100 million fucking dollars? And when people say it costs 114 million a year, that they're being light on that. You know, so the reason why the facility, they have all these names. So Edge and Beth Phoenix, where's she at? Oh, we're going to see more of Beth Phoenix. Haven't seen her once. She's gone. She'll be back with Edge. Well, he's gone too. And you just put Edge and Christian back together. They don't give a fuck, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. They're mad at Punk because he wanted to put on a good show and put people over. Edge just is there when he wants to be. Just shows up, super light schedule, doesn't give a fuck. Isn't like overly, they can't pay him enough to fucking run the training facility. Tony Khan just fantasy mark booked. Oh yeah, we'll get FTR and Edge and Christian in them. Edge and Christian and them are like, fucking dude, we're out of here. Once these deals are up, once you see how it's operated, you're like, I don't fucking know, man. So maybe one day we'll see that happen, but nah, dude. Speaking of see happen, on Wednesday, what we saw happen was the ratings for Dynamite averaged 534K with a 0.11 in the key demo. And it was number 8 on cable, tied with Collision, behind the Blue Jays. And see how they're already, even Raj just doing his job, because it is technically AEW Collision. But because of that, all these games are going to, Collision is up quarter. We're going to get one of those fake charts from Tony Khan again. Over the last 3 quarters, Collision's up 3 million %. Yes, because it's now behind Dynamite where there's an automatic double the viewership built in on the extra hour, and all you fucking sickos are going to talk about how 3-hour Dynamites are good now all of a sudden, when I thought was a terrible thing, and no wrestling shows shouldn't be 3 hours unless they're pay-per-views. They should be 30 matches in 7-hour windows or whatever. It just nothing makes fucking sense. But hey, I'm calling it here. They just don't want to go on Thursdays, and I think there's a bit of playing like double dutch with TNA's deal and Collision's deal, or Collision's deal with AEW's deal, not like a TV deal, but like what Tony Khan is planning on doing with fucking Collision. What's the deal with Collision, as Jerry Seinfeld would ask, right? Just like whatever's going on with Collision, I think they're just waiting, because they would put it on Thursdays. They seem to have stopped doing that. They just like to put it on after Dynamite. And then even some of these Dynamites, they're like, oh, well, it's a 2.5 hour one. And then Tony goes over 10 minutes, 15 minutes on the overrun. So I think they're just priming up to see like how will a 3-hour Dynamite fare. We'll just call it Collision, and then TNA's likely ends up on Thursdays, and then that's why, because then they'll just get beat down. Collision will get fucking, people will mock them for losing to TNA on Thursdays. They're still gonna mock Dynamite when TNA gets close. TNA, I don't think will beat them out the gate. I think it'll still take a bit to get, like, let's say TNA ends up on CW, which I don't know if that's going to happen either. I don't know if that's going to happen. And if it does, that's brilliant. But I could see WWE kind of being like, well, no, you guys go your own. Like, this is our, because what if TNA starts beating NXT and then on the ratings? And then they're like, what the fuck? You know, you worked us out of our deal, pal. Or like we worked ourselves out of a deal. I could totally see them in a partnership fashion fucking being like, we're not going to. Who knows, man? The TNA deal is like way more interesting than people realize because of the fact that it could blow up in WWE's face in 10 years. I never thought TNA would get back to like where they're at right now, to where people are like, no, they're beating AEW. I didn't think we'd get, and Bound for Glory outdrew this pay-per-view. It is what it is, man. I can't wait for those 3-day ratings wars between NXT, TNA, and AEW. I think it's going to be brilliant. So Tony Khan, speaking of him, he says whether he talks about whether he prefers doing afternoon or evening start times for pay-per-views. And again, he doesn't really answer. We know the answer. He prefers to do it when traditionally you do them, but he says, I think they're both great. It's interesting. Certainly, it's a very early call time for everybody involved for afternoon shows. And so it's a different kind of day. But the day ends earlier. So it just depends. I like them both. I think either way is good. But this is nice, WrestleDream being an evening show, in the sense of after a long week. And we've got a lot of things happening with the Jaguars and the NFL, Fulham, and the Premier League. And of course, AEW is having such a big year in 2025, and wrestling goes all year round, week to week. So especially during football season, it is nice if you could get a couple hours of sleep here and there. Spread too thin. If Triple H was like, I'm not sleeping, people would be like, that's why the products are spread too thin. Vince McMahon, Tony Khan, he can't even like answer a question directly. It's nice to just sleep, man. I'm dying over here. Tony, get some sleep, bro. You might come up with some better ideas, you know? And what we did see at WrestleDream already was the wife of Lou Thesz was in attendance. I think, what was her name? Charlie? I believe, I'm sorry if I butchered. Charlie, something like that. And she is in attendance, the wife of Lou Thesz. And he hopes to honor the spirit of pro wrestling in St. Louis with this event. And she's having a good time, and they're treating her well, and she thanked them a lot. And Tony Schiavone talked to her, and AEW and Tony Schiavone were really saying on the pre-show, like, we like to honor the history of pro wrestling here at AEW, and da-da-da-da. And I'm all for that. You know, if they start like the Lou Thesz tournament, it's kind of gross. If Tony just starts going after like people's widows and shit, and then like talking widows who like lost their husbands in wrestling, like, well, come be part of this and we'll honor him and fucking I'll give you money. I'll hire you.
Yes, guys, Tony Khan.
But if they do like a Lou Thesz tournament or something, I don't know about all that. So speaking of tournaments, the Continental Classic, Tony was asked on the WrestleDream media call, and this is the problem with these marks too. They ask and suggest shit that's fucking dumb. Don't just do a women's Continental Classic just to do it. Just like Tony Khan's women's tag titles. Where are they? Who has them? He just announces them, and like, what's going on with all that? And he noted that it would be an interesting thing to try. No, he's like, please no. And you fucking sickos just want shit for the sake of it. Like, 2 Rumbles? Oh man, it sucks when there's a women's and a men's War Games. Okay, you fucking sickos want a men and a women's Continental Classic? Like, holy shit. One thing at a time. So speaking of one thing at a time, Raj said this. This is a weird one. Collision ranked higher than Dynamite on Wednesday. Same 18-49 rating. Collision had more viewers in the demo. That makes no sense. These new Nielsen numbers are a mess. Yeah, I don't think that they're entirely a mess. I just think that there is some analytics that needs to be factored in, like because it was a 3-hour block. Is it possible that some 2 minutes of the show went over? Like, it'll just be something like that, and it'll get straightened out, and their system seems to be a little flawed in that. Well, maybe not, because they released the early numbers and then the later numbers are the accurate ones, and it seems as though that for wrestling is like trending higher, like the ratings end up being lower. So if these are like the early numbers, I don't know, it's Saturday, so maybe these are the accurate ones. But either way, the kinks will get worked out. Again, this is a new thing for Nielsen big panel, or at least as far as I'm concerned. I haven't really heard people talk about it really, but I'm not overly involved in, like, I don't do a hockey podcast, right? So like, are they doing that for football? Like, were they doing that before? I have no fucking clue, right? I consume ratings talk, like, oh, the Canelo Crawford fight, just the MMA journalists, the boxing journalists, or whatever, the, ESPN will post some shit and say Netflix did this, and that's courtesy of Netflix or courtesy of Variety or courtesy, right? We all see it when they go, Superman did this, courtesy of fucking HBO. We look at the numbers. We fucking pretty much take it for its word. In pro wrestling, you have so many fucking swindlers playing around that it makes it tough. But I think this is like a new thing. So the kinks will get worked out, and maybe Collision did do a bit of a better number or something. I wouldn't even discount that. That's what I'm saying. You stick it after Dynamite, you call it Collision, and like let's say Collision gets built back up to where it maintains, like the people who watch the 2 hours of Dynamite, all of a sudden they're watching 3 hours of Dynamite every week. That could be perceived as a W for them. I just totally see them going that direction. They've teased it so much. We've had how many 3-hour Dynamites? I could see them saying this Dynamite will be 3 hours at the press conference tonight. Tony always saves little, just so everyone knows we're doing a very special Dynamite. Like, he'll pull that out of his ass at the press conference. A 2 hour and 53-minute Dynamite. So yeah, we'll see it hopefully get fixed over time. When asked for an update on Swerve Strickland, Tony Khan said AEW is tracking his recovery process based on conversations he and Swerve had. He thinks he's on a good pace, hopes to have him back relatively soon. Yeah, I mean, is Swerve missing from their TV? Yeah, I don't think it would hurt them to get him back. And again, the match that we're watching right now, it's, if you guys are watching this in clip form or listening to this YouTube video in clip form, it's WrestleDream, and you have the Hurt Syndicate versus Gates of Agony. Again, though, we've seen these guys fight in a regular match, a hardcore match, and now this is like another tornado hardcore match. So they're just having like series of trios matches. And unfortunately, I'm sitting here like, didn't we just see this? Speaking of didn't we just see this, Mercedes Mone here at WrestleDream, okay, they just announced last minute she is going to have an open challenge. Well, let's circle back to that. Actually, we have a lot of Monet stuff. At the 36, speaking more about ratings, at the 38-minute mark, Khan was asked about the new big data ratings methodology by Nielsen and how it affects wrestling. Tony Khan said it will be interesting to look at and thinks they are overall having a really good year and some of the best results of anybody. What does that mean? We're having some of the best results of anybody in this new rating system. He said he's a part of a different sports leagues and is aware of the differences and trying to learn from them. They need to adapt to the changing environment. So just sort of a non-answer, but a professional one. But speaking of professional, Roppongi Vice beat down Big Boom AJ in front of Big Justice. Let's take a look at this. Why is he in a bar? Dude, he's pulling baddies already.
Cookies are terrible. That felt good. Tailgate party. Back to you.
Damn, so that was during like the tailgate or whatever. So that was kind of cool. They were in some local bar or what have you. Yeah, see, I called it. The Hurt Syndicate got their title back. or their not their title, sorry, their win back after. I'm all over the place here tonight. So WrestleDream, we talked about it in St. Louis. They were set up for 6,361. They distributed 6,050 tickets. So again, dude, you have
The best
to
guys, Tony Khan.
look at Bound for Glory and go, holy shit. Like, what is going on where TNA's pay-per-views outdrawn fucking WrestleDream? But this building does look pretty full for them. Like, I think the whole upper row is empty, unless I'm just blind here. But there was a video, though, guys. So they papered the house because TNA was accused of papering of up to half their tickets. Well, they didn't do that. That's taking it way too far. But if they fucking had a couple thousand people in there, 1,000 people in there, for sure. Moose was like, yeah, if there was like 300 people that we papered, whatever. And that's not an L. Even here, like if Tony Khan, there's like 1,000 people in here, giveaways, family, friends, whoever you're trying to impress, whatever the fuck. Okay. I mean, I don't care. It's Carney Wrestling, right? I've said this as well. If WWE they just announced they did over 3 events in Australia. We had 43,000 people. Let's say 3,000 of those tickets were comped over the 3 days. Do you really give a fuck? It's not really an L. It's not, they papered the house, but saying TNA papered half the house, that's crazy. Well, again, just like I was proven right about, because again, nobody went out on a limb the way I did and said AEW's in the thousands of tickets comped. I said 3,000 to 5,000. If I had to estimate just based off what I'm seeing and what people have told me. And I had comments after I talked about this again. Brandon Thurston did the research. They papered that all in show. Okay. It was like 3,000 tickets or whatever the fuck. Maybe more than that, right? I forget the exact numbers. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter because we knew it. We all knew it. I use the analogy. Hey, every year it's around Halloween. You go to one of these parties, someone's got jelly beans in a fucking water jug or in a jar. Everyone writes down how many they think are in there. Someone always gets roughly right or they nail it right on the head. We're all able to look and see. We look and see. It's PWT, right? They gave away fucking thousands of tickets for that shit. And we saw them comped. We saw video evidence. We played Lance Archer fucking handing out tickets by the handful and with Bobby Lashley at that MMA event. We have tickets at the front. You all just grab as many as you want. We know Tony Khan got mad about that video getting out there. Well, here's a video for WrestleDream, and I'm not shitting on this. I'm not saying they're giving away 10 million tickets. Okay? But here's a video for this is in St. Louis, okay? KMOV St. Louis. They have 145K subscribers 12 hours ago, 341 views, 0 likes. I'm going to go ahead and give them a like, and then I'll leave a heart. Okay, so we're PWT Universe supports paper in the house, okay? And we're going to watch this here. This guy's giving WrestleDream tickets away here. Where's Steve?
Matt, what is better than watching wrestling on pay-per-view?
Actually being there live and in person.
There you go.
I knew it. AEW's WrestleDream is coming to Chaifetz Arena tomorrow evening, and you can be there in the seats. Plus, if you head to Beans and Brews Coffee House in Garden Prairie right now, Steve Harris might just give you some tickets for nothing. Steve, that assumes that you have
he's at the fucking Beans and Brews there in St. Louis, okay?
some left, of course.
I do. And, caffeine free, no. Free tickets, yes. That's what I'm into right now. Finished up my,
He's like this coffee. I ordered the Tony Khan special. The lady said this is great, and I'm fucking wired, boy howdy.
revolver there. Look who this young lady came in the door just a little bit ago, said, got any tickets? I do. What's your name?
This old lady came in, you got any ticks? I said I do. How much you want to bet this lady did not legitimately fucking come here and go, I want tickets to
Wrestling's not fake!
And if she does, it's like for her son who still lives at home, who's like 37, or like her grandkids maybe.
My name's Dana.
And who are you going to take to this event with you?
My grandson.
I knew it. Her grandson. And here's the thing. She don't know what the fuck this is, but WWE ain't in town, and she knows, like, oh, he's a wrestling fan. He likes the wrestling. And then she's going to take him down. He's going to see fucking the Rizzler's dad getting beat up. Fucking they'll be there 17 hours watching all these matches. He won't know the fucking guys. Maybe not. Let's listen. Maybe Great Day St. Louis does some journalism and discovers that he's actually an AEW fan, if they can even tell the difference.
You guys like wrestling?
You guys like wrestling?
Does.
You're going to like this. I'm going to get one.
You see this shit? You guys like not all elite wrestling? Hey, do you know who fucking Jack Perry is? Hey, do you know the fucking guy who, hey, here's John Moxley versus Darby in an I Quit match. Here's some highlights of Darby Allin. You think your grandson will enjoy this? Think about this poor woman's grandson is there. She thinks it's like, oh, it's like that World Wrestling Federation. Nope.
Dummy.
Oh, man.
For dirtbags and lily pickers.
They're at this fucking thing. They're 4 matches deep. They're like, what the fuck is going on here? Edge isn't even there. Nobody he recognizes. They're going to see Moxley fucking decapitate himself and bleed on Thesz's fucking poor old wife. Oh, man.
He does.
You're going to like this. I'm going to get one.
He and his dad does.
He and his dad do?
Him and his dad. Well, we got 10 tickets. Oh, you're just in luck. We got 5 tickets for his dad.
Very good. Let me say one. How many you need?
How many you need? Oh my God. I got a whole box of these in my fucking car, dude.
They'll rule you.
I got a whole box of them. How many you need, bud? You got any siblings? What about you got a husband? Oh, he's dead. Oh, we'll take a couple, leave him on his grave, okay? They'll be... Oh,
You what?
shit. This is so good. Oh, oh, really? Your son too? Well, here I got. Here's 12 for him.
Just 3.
Oh, let's see. I want to make sure you're sitting together and not with someone you don't know.
Okay.
1, 2. We'll figure it out later. The coffee's got me like jazzed right now. I will make sure you get that. You got.
He mixed up the tickets. He fucking got. Who did he get them from, Tony? Quick, take these. Throws a fucking stack of them at him. He shuffles them. Oh, he's got a box of them. They're just spilling. He's got so many in the back of a fucking TV van. They're just spilling everywhere. He's grabbing them like a handful. They're all shuffled. Oh my God, man. You guys might not be able to sit together. Hopefully you guys enjoy this fucking not WWE.
Have a sandwich here. That's really cool.
Oh,
If you want a sandwich, I took a bite. I had a bite already. It's great.
I got to take it easy on the coffee next time, guys. But it's very, very good. It's very delicious out here. Actually, let me show you some things really quick, and we'll talk about the event. It's not just the sandwich. Look, you've got these pastries.
Yeah, so we have a baker. It's called Sam's Bakery. They do all of our pastries. We just got this cinnamon walnut bread in, and it is to die for. Everybody around here loves it. So, yeah.
I mean, I just had a sandwich. This stuff looks perfect.
Had some fucking Tim Hortons, bud.
Perfect.
You know what? We try our best.
I love that. Oh, got it. Now, while she did that, I was busy
Tim Hortons clears, buddy.
Making sure you had 3 seats together.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, there you go, 4, 5, and 6. Enjoy that show. I hope you do. It's a great show. And sitting over here in this booth, because I don't want to be on TV, but I would certainly like to have some tickets. And I think I was bothering her because she was trying to read, and I'm talking. So I gave her some tickets. She's really happy about it. But here's the thing, AEW Wrestling.
After this, he went to a fucking school and just shot him out of a cannon by the wad.
Very, very cool. They were in Kansas City Wednesday, so this is tomorrow at Chaffetz Arena. Want to know how you can get your own tickets? You can't get out here and get them free. Well, it's AEWTix.com.
Want to know how you can get some tickets? For giving them out here free.
You can go to the website, which is, allelitewrestling.com, chaffetzarena.com.
Look at this shit. Where's Steve? Free tickets to AEW WrestleDream, and then he just gives their website away. So you can just the day of call and go, hey, Tony. What a money mark. Oh, my God. Mark. Hey, Tony, I need some tickets, bro. You got 30? I got... Oh, man.
Another place you can go. The doors open at 5. The show is at 6. You'll see Dana there. You'll see Dana there if you go down there. And if you want to get tickets, you don't have to want to buy them. Come out here.
Listen, man, they're literally going, if you want tickets and don't want to have to buy them, come out here. Just come to the news station. We'll fucking give you them by the handful. Hold out a fucking pillow sack. It's Halloween, folks. Trick or treat. Tricks on you. You're going to AEW.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
I fucking love it, man.
And I will give them to you for free because I still have some left to come down off this caffeine jab. I'm telling you what, it's good. It's real good, guys.
He was with Tony. This caffeine, I swear. It's like really Colombian. Oh, that caffeine is so good. And I got a bunch of tickets from Tony Khan. I mean, he's not here. We definitely weren't hanging out before.
Real good.
Yeah, you're going to be a
real good. He's legit. It's my bit right here. Come to life. Look at
It's real good, guys. Real good.
Yeah, you're going to be awake through the show tomorrow.
Do we need to send somebody to drive you back? Because I'm a little concerned. He's still going.
Still going.
Steve Gurley. Steve Gurley's been
Friday.
good.
Yep.
Cheers, Steve. Thank you.
And the guy's like, he's just fucking yacked out of his mind, man. Nobody likes coffee that much. Jesus Christ. I don't even think JD from NY likes coffee that much, dude. There we go. Everybody go leave this fucking video a like and leave a comment from the PWT universe, okay? And let them know that we support AEW here and Paper in the House. Yeah, that was fucking amazing. That was AEW news for now. We got some more to get to. Let's park it for a sec.